Been posted on the authority's website, has been filed with the city clerk, has been placed on an appropriate bulletin board in the lobby of City Hall, New Brunswick, New Jersey, and has been transmitted to the official newspaper for the city of New Brunswick, namely the Central New Jersey Home News Tribune, as per the annual notice provided for in a resolution adopted by this governing body on December 29, 1975. So we have two sets of minutes. I think everybody was here for both. All those present were here for both.
Yes, I believe so.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we have let's start with the minutes from the May 23rd regular board meeting. Do you have any additions, corrections, deletions? If not, can I get a motion to accept those?
Sure, I'll make a motion to accept.
Have a motion?
I'll second it.
Second, all in favor? Aye. And then I have minutes from the June 23rd special, June 2023 special meeting. Again, and if there's no other issues with that, I can get a motion to approve it.
Motion?
Okay, a motion and a second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Mitch?
Okay, thank you. As we all know, there was a storm that blew through here last Tuesday, July 18th, which resulted in flooding on Drift Street. Unfortunately, a few homes were condemned from that flooding. Because of that flooding, the New Street garage was also affected. Similar to what happened in Hurricane Ida, which occurred 2 years ago. Our elevator control room got flooded out. The water, it appears that there's a loading dock that flows into the garage, down the hallway, and of course the elevator room's in the lowest portion of the garage. So that flooded out. So we need to replace, after Hurricane Ida, sensors were put into the elevators that when water went into the pits, the elevators, so they're not ground level. So the elevator cars themselves were spared. I'm also meeting with the engineer tomorrow, structural engineer tomorrow, and then if you want a pulley system, it would have to go up to the roof and pull up. So, but that's what I'm told, but I'll double check with the engineer tomorrow.
Okay.
So looking at our demand,
How many floors is that garage?
I'm gonna say, I think it's 6 floors.
Six, okay.
Six or seven. I don't,
And they're hydraulic elevators?
the hydraulic, yes.
Okay.
Looking over our demand throughout the week, I've noticed that Sunday has become quite a popular day for parking in the downtown area. I believe that that's a result of the outdoor dining that we started up again. I also know that that's led to difficulty in finding on-street parking, specifically in the downtown area. Parking on street is currently at no charge on Sundays. So I'm looking to ask City Council to allow the parking authority to begin charging for needed parking on Sundays, just in the downtown area, for Livingston Avenue, and then from Nielsen over to Kirkpatrick. This will help free up the parking. I think people monopolize the parking, and those who want to come to New Brunswick for lunch for a couple hours, they can't get an on-street parking space, so they're forced to park in the garage. And also, this should help reduce the traffic flow in the area as people aren't hoping for a space that's not there. So, the other consideration was that understanding that Sundays is a popular day for churchgoers and houses of worship. Unlike during the week, where the hours for needed parking is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., we're proposing the needed parking for Sunday be from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. So that would have to go in front of the City Council, so they have to approve that. Speaking of needed parking, we did some analysis, and at this point in time, a little more than half of the metered parking revenue is generated by those using Park Mobile app, which is pay by phone now. So it's really growing in popularity. I know throughout the country it's grown in leaps and bounds of some towns and cities that took away the meters and just made it park mobile. So that's probably a wave of the future. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted on that. Finally, well, not finally, but in recent months, there's been a significant increase in complaints from the public using our garages regarding loiterers, and specifically in the stairwells. So in order to address this problem, we have hired an outside uniform security firm to begin patrolling the stairwells overnight. That seems to be the big problem when people tend to set up camp, and I hate to say it, defecate within the stairwells. So to deter that from happening, we hired an outside firm to put their uniforms also. So, and that will begin on Sunday, July 30th. And then finally, the defeasance went through for the bonds. A total of $19,890,000 was defeased. It went through on July 13th. So our new debt amount is $199,605,000. $199,605,000.
Okay. Thank you.
Well,
Bright, any financial report tonight?
Nothing other than what I sent you.
Good. Thank you. Any legal report tonight?
Nothing from me,
No. Is there any public comment this evening?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Charlie Craddock, New Brunswick today. I have a number of questions, but first I wanted to say welcome back to the interim executive director. I was surprised to learn yesterday that happened, but wish him all the best in the new old role. And to that point, I wish I could have been here to see it happen on June 29th. You had a special meeting, and I wasn't aware of it. I just asked going forward, is there any way could I receive notices of things like special meetings?
Wait, how do we post a special meeting, Mitch?
Well, I posted at City Hall, I noticed at City
The way the
Hall,
other public meetings
in
are
our
posted?
hallway, on our website, and in the newspaper. That's how I normally post it.
Well, I would just ask for the courtesy if going forward you do have a special meeting, if you just send me a quick email so I know about it, I would truly appreciate it. Thank you. And I did want to ask what was the reason for the personnel change? Did Mr. Kennedy leave? What precipitated
Yeah,
this?
I'll just leave it at, we had a discussion, we each decided it was time to go in a different direction. He's gonna pursue other opportunities, and we were fortunate enough to have a more than adequate replacement on the interim basis while we conduct a search.
Yes, and so what is the terms of the agreement? Is it, is Mr. Karen an employee, or is he
No, he's,
consulting through a contract?
Yeah, it's a contract.
Okay, and what are the terms of the contract? How long is it for, and what's the compensation?
Can we send that to him? I mean,
I'll
I
send it to
don't,
I think that those are all things you can get through an open request.
Matter of fact, I made one today, and it's an immediate access document to get the contract. I was hoping to have it before the meeting tonight, but I haven't gotten it yet. So
I haven't seen the request
when-
come through yet, so I don't, but I'll.
I came in personally.
Not in
made one.
personally.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and Mitch is aware.
And I
just-
came in around 4 o'clock, so I didn't
Okay,
have
yeah.
a chance.
We'll circle that back to you.
Okay, thank you. And what's the plan for getting a permanent executive director? Is Mr. Karen in the running for that, or?
we have some candidates. We're trying to identify candidates through different municipal and statewide organizations, through the National Parking Association. And we'll interview some candidates, we'll screen, we'll have the commissioners take a look at those candidates and make a decision based on that.
Okay,
It's
timeline?
it's a kind of a niche field, so, I expect it'll take a little bit of time.
Okay, fair enough. And I did notice on the last agenda, Jingoli leasing some space. I learned that that's the old Brother Jimmy's Reds.
That's
Is that
correct.
correct? And that's for presumably construction
There's,
office?
3 years.
For
Yeah,
3 years?
that's correct.
And because they'll be building the thing?
That's correct.
Okay. I did also notice audits on the agenda, so I wanted to ask why the 2020 and 2021 audits are only now being agendized, and somebody could speak.
Because, right, because it's slightly baffling to me.
The 2021, we just had the report come out, and we had to have enough quorum of board commissioners to sign, and that's how we missed the 2020 also to submit the publication. So that's why we are having the resolution now.
So there was difficulty getting the meeting together to have.
There's data that's provided by the state
Yes.
that we have to wait for. We cannot submit until the state provides us with the data, and apparently there's always a lag in that data, so.
Okay.
Yeah, basically the data from the state, just to let you know, the auditors already came in to do 2022. But there's information that's provided by the state regarding pension, stuff like that.
Yes.
And that, until that information could be received by the auditor, they can't complete the audit. So it could run into like September before we
The
get
delays are
2022.
on the
Yeah.
state, understood. And so I did look at the most recently available audit on the website. GASB and some GASB policies that, the authority, at least as of that moment, was not in compliance with. And I wanted to ask if you've gotten into compliance and what, if any, what was the problem? Was just that the authority didn't know about this rule?
I'm not sure which one
There were two GASB releases.
Yes.
And the first one, we missed it to report, and that's why. But the second one, we're doing it right now. The GASB 85 and the GASB 68, I think.
Right, so 68, you weren't aware of it,
Yeah.
you missed it, okay. And yeah, were there any other findings, any other cause for concern in these audits?
No,
there's no findings.
no material findings.
No material findings, okay. And then, just to ask for an update on the supermarket space. I see a lot of work going on there. Is there any potential tenant?
There's not, and I think we're about to wrap up
Demo.
the
There's still a few more
demolition
things to
stage,
do.
and so I'm sure.
Aaron, the lease with Jingoli, and the audit that's not yet posted to the website, 2021. And in addition, I would really hope if somebody has it with me, if I could just get the minutes from the last meeting before I leave today, since I missed it. Are those available?
Yes.
The June 29th.
I can make a copy. The 2021 audit, I cannot release just yet. I'll tell you why, because we're missing a signature that Andrea just signed tonight.
Got it.
And that I have to publish a synopsis before I can put it up on a public notice in the paper of the synopsis, and then I can publish it on the website.
Okay, well,
So as soon as that's done.
then that one maybe in time, but the other stuff I do need right away. So thank you very much.
And I'm sorry, when you said you have those are all the requests that you've put in for all of those, or?
Today I came by and spoke with.
I just want to make sure that we're tracking them all. So-
Yeah, no, it was all today, and
Yeah.
it was just those three, because I just learned about all these changes and
Understood.
wanted to catch up on
No,
what
I
I
got
guess.
it.
So thank
I
you
got
all.
you. Thanks, Charlie.
Is there any other public comment?
Yes, Danielle Moore. I would say thank you. I'm glad to see that my wish came true to where to see Mr. Mitch is back. Hope to see that you're back in charge in the traffic authority meeting, because I surely don't see anyone in the meeting who takes things seriously as well as you did. So God bless. My wish came true. Hope to see you back at the traffic meetings as well. I would like to start with talking about the flooding issue with New and Drift, due to where that's where I just came from about an hour ago, and did a recording, and I put it up on Facebook. That's always been a bad area, but I'm telling you, that's gonna continue being a bad area. Just from the rain that we had alone yesterday, you will see how the buildings are still pumping out water from yesterday's storm over there today. So like I said, you do have to take that very seriously on the engineer and looking into it, but due to where you can't really do nothing with regards to with Mother Nature, what that Raritan River is high, all the streams is high, you gotta think about all the garbage with the in sewers and the drainage as well. So good luck with doing that, but I do see that it's gonna be a big situation. Like I said, seeing water is still being pumped out from that area about an hour ago, which I do have on video as well. My main concern due to where I would like to talk about Morris Street, that's been turned into a one-way. Is the parking authority gonna advise the senior citizen building residents to stop parking their cars in the wrong direction? Or are you gonna change your meters around the opposite way due to where Morris Street is now a one-way street all the way through?
For Morris Street, that was switched over recently, where they turned it from a two-way to one.
One way, but you do to where, like I said, how I have videos, pictures up on Facebook as well to show you how the cars are still parking on the, like it's a two-way, how the cars are still coming around as it's still a two-way.
Right.
I will speak on that with August 3rd with the traffic authority meeting as well. But I have to say, something is gonna be done. Are you gonna change your meters, reverse
No,
them?
the meters,
Or how does it
no,
work?
the meters that we put in are in the right direction. There has to be better signage as far as advising the public that it's one way now and do not enter signs. And I know we've been in touch with the engineering department of the city, so.
Well, like I said, the signs are there, what, maybe bigger signs, like I said, maybe notifying due to where, I'm not gonna say it's mainly the senior citizens that park on that side, but due to where, for safety hazard, due to where I'm seeing it every day on a regular basis, like I said, you know, I'm a person, I provide evidence of what I speak, due to where something needs to be done. It's been almost 2 weeks now, that's been one way, and you still see people coming out, the opposite way, the wrong way. And then my other thing I wanted to talk to was about the building over here where Key Food was, due to where I was told to give heads up, maybe, come on, for Robert Wood Johnson, maybe they would take the area location due to where the people upstairs, Robert Wood Johnson Fitness, where the therapy, I have to say where I go for water therapy, physical therapy, they've been saying due to where they need more space, where maybe you can talk to Robert Wood Johnson and making that due to where at least that'll be guaranteed money due to where that's insurance money, where from insurance company, and I would say, wow, due to where the person, where I may look like an athlete, but I have several pains due to where and I give you my word, I call it magical miracle water. You'll see 80-year-old, 90-year-olds down there swimming like, wow, how are they moving so good? But that's how the water makes you feel where it's heated. So I would say look into Robert Wood Johnson due to where the workers are saying, asking for more space, for more pools and all in there, and like I said, due to where that works with medical insurance, that would be guaranteed payment due to where, even though I say your payments or rent payments are extremely too high, I have to say try to lower some money. Some money is better than none with you getting into debt due to where having so many things there and it's not working appropriately. And due to where with all this construction work going on in there, due to where I was on witness that time, due to where from the construction work causing the fire department, the fire alarm going off, some fumes and smell inside there, then also due to where, wow, people getting trapped in your elevators for over 3 hours, and then now due to where with due to where I go to physical therapy there as well, due to where the elevator does not work to help disabled people be brought up to the pool area. So please, what is this construction company where you're saying it's helping due to where I say it's causing you more issues down there? So what can you please give me an update due to where it's too many problems?
When you say construction company, I'm not following. Are you talking about the demolition below?
Yes, below,
Okay.
due to where that's
Demolition has no effect on the wellness center. The wellness center elevator is, the wellness center is responsible for the elevator. They've been in touch with Schindler. Schindler has been out. I believe it's fixed now. Have you been there recently? It has been fixed.
Well, that was last week was my I was
But
there.
it's fixed now. So that's just a matter of Schindler having the elevator company come in. That had nothing to do with the construction going on there.
So okay, what about the fire alarm going off from to where I.
That was dust, dust towards
Dust.
that. It was dust
Oh.
from the demolition site.
Okay, like I said, I believe you,
They're pretty much done now, that shouldn't happen again.
Oh, okay, well, and then, wow, and that's where, with you jacking your your parking up, talking about to start paying meters on Sundays, where you already know,
$16 an hour, and parking services supervisors to $18 an hour. Looking to put that into effect immediately.
Okay, we think that that'll allow us to attract more candidates, better candidates, and hopefully reduce some overtime cost
Correct.
over the period. Can I get a motion from that resolution?
I make the motion.
And can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. I'd now like to get a motion to adjourn.
Sure, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, we're adjourned.